The Reset.
You're listening to The Reset with Rain and ReMixx.
Live every Wednesday.
You're listening to The Reset with Rain and
at
ReMixx.
6:30 p.m.
You're listening to The Reset with Rain and ReMixx. So stay tuned, because we're just getting started.
On The Reset. Live every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m.
What up?
Every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m.
That means it's 18:30 p.m.
Right.
Eastern Standard Time for your military hates. What's up? Who keep they watch on military time? I do. I got my arm set on military time, because when you're looking at 2,300 hours, it's obviously time for bed.
Welcome to another episode of The Reset with your hip-hop culture specialist, Rain and
ReMixx.
Yes, and you know what it is. It is...
what is it?
It's Hip-Hop Appreciation Week.
Okay, talk to him.
Yes, every third week of May is Hip-Hop Appreciation Week. And what I want you to do is take 1 second to realize that nobody else in hip-hop is celebrating this.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say in hip-hop, but they use and abuse in the culture vultures. Just don't even have a clue. So we take the time out to do just so that it does happen, especially in the ATL. We make sure that, just little things like this is enough. I mean, if it's your culture, then you know about it, and then you follow suit. Just like, any other thing that you do, you got to follow directions.
And we find these principles from the Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace. It's 18 principles that if you feel like you a hip-hopper, these are principles you should abide by. But she was saying that it's Hip-Hop Appreciation Week, and we get that from the 9th principle. And it states, May 3rd is Rap Music Day. Hip-hoppers are encouraged to dedicate their time and their talents and self-development and their services to their communities every third week. That's now. In May, it's Hip-Hop Appreciation Week. That's HHAW. During this time, hip-hoppers are encouraged to honor their ancestors, reflect upon their cultural contributions and their appreciation of the elements of the hip-hop culture. November is Hip-Hop History Month. During this time, hip-hoppers are encouraged to participate in the creating, the learning, and honoring of hip-hop's history and the historical cultural contributions. But like I say, if you feel like you're doing hip-hop, you need to be a part of this Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace, because these 18 principles
will help you through the day and night and also through your career. So we're just asking that you Google that, Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace, and take a look at it. It's long past time where you can sign it and be a part of the major movement, but always to carry this document, even if you deal with the youth out there, and let them know, hey, hip-hop is not about that. Just look up the Declaration of Peace, and many of the pioneers came together and put 18 principles together that, hey, they're legit. So we appreciate, being able to share it with you. And we've been doing that for many years now. So I was going to say our task today is to address the gun violence using the Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace. I mean,
hold on.
Already right there, Declaration of Peace probably could set the tone, right?
Listen to this, y'all. Before she was even going there, we ain't got no script. We kind of winged it. I didn't know she was finna dive into that. I done pulled up the latest shootings here in Atlanta. And this is from 11 Alive. You ain't got to believe me, but it say 6 killed. I'm going to get into it just a little bit. At least 19 shot, 6 killed, and another violent weekend here in Atlanta. Come on, y'all. And from my knowledge, this little segment here, the people wasn't even from Atlanta. They was visiting, some tourists, over at the Trap Museum, trying to see whatever it is they got in the trap house. But here they leaving and get shot at. Man, I ain't going to get into that. But 11 Alive News, just here this last weekend, 19 shot and 6 people killed. The weekend here in Atlanta.
And this is all gun violence.
Man.
Make it so bad, like we wish we could say it was something else.
Right.
But, many of the young people, young black people, African-American people, urban people, real people are not making it through these gunshots. And so the last few shows we've been talking about, Policing. We've been talking about the stop, the dangers of, what it is if you don't know your laws when you get stopped by police officers. And we've been dealing with this with Z,
right?
From the past movement, protection against search and seizure. We're going to continue a conversation with him. So it's just weird how as we step into it, it's just turning up out there. You know what I'm saying? Then we had another caller call us, what was it, last week, by the name of Mike. But we probably should call him today from BTS because, that's his whole profession, his career, and that's his main way of giving back. After we talked with him, it was clear that he wanted to make sure there was education out there. So I would love to ask him today about what he thinks all this gun violence is about. I don't know. Are these guns registered?
Okay.
I mean, not that we're asking about these very serious, crimes. We're not police officers and we're not, reporters of that. But we just want, we're just wondering.
With the violence I'm gonna say at a peak because I don't know the it's peaking right now. And as residential community citizens, I believe. We don't want to be a victim of gun violence. At the same time, we don't want to just keep on letting it go down. Not like, oh, he's a hero, he stopped the shooting. But hey, if you in this community where you live at, you just letting this go down. We just letting this go down. I don't get it, man. 3 shot in the busy Buckhead shopping resident.
What you mean in the community that letting it go down?
If I was out in the community, I couldn't be at McDonald's and the dude come in there talking about some bang, bang, bang. No, I couldn't. He gonna have to shoot me. I'm sorry. If it's going down, it's going down. I'm not
No. That's the problem right there because if the something don't have nothing to do with you, I don't.
But if it's
see what you can do too. You know what I mean? At that moment, but besides use more violence. You see what I'm saying? So, no, I ain't saying that wrong with you. I'm defending the whole community because somebody has to.
Somebody got to.
But I'm just saying, man, I'm really not saying nothing because we're dealing with this in both markets, both Georgia and Ohio.
It's serious.
Are going through the same thing.
It's like how you said the other day. You go to the corner store right here. You know what I'm saying? Get you some butter. You walk in the store. Dude got a whole extendo 4-5 hanging out of his pants. You feel some type of way. Now, in this community where we live at, is we supposed to let this go on? Yeah, he could have a permit to own and carry, concealed, all that good stuff. But how does that make you feel as a community member to this store where you visit frequently?
Watching the news, I'd be thinking they part of what's the problem. I wouldn't think of them as, you protecting yourself or, I was just like, why do you have a gun? The grocery store.
Yeah, at the grocery store.
I ain't even feeling you really. We just here to pick up strawberries. What did you here for? And that's what I be thinking. I mean, that's just human. We seeing on the news. This stuff is happening at retail areas.
Right.
So it's something we have to look at and be careful out here, everybody. That's mainly what we're saying. It's Hip Hop Appreciation Week, and if you're just tuning in, it's Rain and ReMixx, your hip hop culture specialist. We're just discussing the gun violence that's going on from across the country, but mainly our markets in Georgia and Ohio, 2 states that we love, that we visit a lot. And so we just want to, address that. And like I said, our challenge is, does the Hip Hop Declaration of Peace address gun violence? And I'm not saying specifically, but is there something in here we could use to jump today off, because we're going to be calling all rappers. Now, when you read our ads, you got to remember, we rappers too. So we always using wordplay. Calling all rappers, I mean literally, we're going to call rappers. And hopefully, if you're tuning in, just heard about it, you can call in too, no problem, 515, 602-9667, that's 515-602-9667, our 2-hour special. We're just chopping it down. There's no specific topic, but we are on that gun violence, and we do want to hear from the streets.
Hey, Gypsy Ranch.
Yeah, what's up?
Check this out, the 13th principle from the Hip Hop Declaration of Peace.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you with me? Number 13.
Okay.
Look what it say. Hip hop culture rejects I could stop right there.
Okay.
The immature impulse for unwanted acts of violence and help seek diplomats, nonviolent strategies in the settlement of all disputes. Hip hoppers are encouraged to consider forgiveness and understanding before any act of retaliation. War is reserved as a final solution when there is no evidence that all other means of diplomatic negotiations have failed repeatedly.
When there is evidence that you tried everything, then you might resort to war tactics. So yeah, that's a good one. The principle 13: we reject immature impulses of unwarranted acts of violence.
And it say consider forgiveness and understanding.
If you want to chat with us too, you know, it's right there on the link provided. Chat with us right there. We're here and see your messages. Also, you can call in 515-602-9667. Shouts out to Mel holding it down. Shop Talk with Mel. That is the platform that we are seated upon as we're hoovering over in the ship. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, people. So keep up with us if you can. So, ReMixx. Again, like I was saying, in Ohio, they're dealing with mass shootings.
Man.
It's been going on since for a while.
Right.
I'm not even going to try to do dates and all of that. But Ohio, their statistics are pretty serious. I don't know.
No, just I'm going to say, what's today? Today, Wednesday? I'm going to say just Friday, just passed. Unfortunately, a young man got killed on his birthday.
So let's see.
Wow.
Let's look.
That's
According to the FBI, the agency performed 39.7 million background checks for gun purchases in 2020, and about 40% over 2019. That's percent over 2019. Wow. So the closer we got to the pandemic, the more guns purchased. And I don't know if it has to do with the politics that was going on at the time, with our presidents switching over, or what's on the American mind. Is the American dream not is the wild, wild west? Let's say today, analysts of gun violence archive statistics from 2020 shows that mass shootings. Now, mass shootings is when more than one person gets shot on the scene.
Right.
Mass shootings surged by 47% as many states reported unprecedented increases in weapon-related incidents. Wow. In 2020, the United States reported 611 mass shooting events.
600?
That resulted in 513 deaths and 2,543 injuries. In 2019, there were 417 mass shootings with 465 deaths and 1,707 injured.
That's Ohio?
That's the world, United States.
That's the United States world?
Yes.
That's man, what is going on?
And these just the numbers, you know. They do a lot of rounding off and getting to the point with numbers. Is it more? Is it less?
Man, I just wish, like, man, with all the gun violence going on, like, stop and cease, y'all. Like, all these killings going on, taking place, y'all need to just take a pause, y'all. Just take a pause, please.
Right. Stop the violence. There's a lot of new movements popping up, you know, in both areas that are based on these, and we plan on interviewing them. There was one in Ohio, Youngstown, Ohio, to be specific.
Who there?
Just the organization, Stop the Violence organization that's put together there, and they've hooked up with United Way, and I saw a big billboard on social media, and so that is good to see they're putting money behind promoting it and showing that they exist and that they are there. But where else is the dollars going, and what else is being done to stop the violence in a small town like the Youngstown, Ohio, little Chi-town? You know, that's what they call it. And so they have been having just a lot of shootings, unsolved, murders and things like that. The main thing about it is, are these people being chastised? Are they even being arrested? There's so much shooting going on. We're hearing about the victims, but we're not hearing about the suspects either. So there's a lot to look at. One surefire thing we know that helps this, because we ain't going to spend the whole time just being negative, education. Education about guns.
Okay.
When you're more confident with the piece, then maybe you won't always choose it as your weapon of choice, even to protect your home. Maybe it's not always just to pull the trigger.
Okay.
If you understand the intimidation of a pointing gun, you don't even have to shoot half the time. And that's what we need to tell some of these police officers. As soon as you point the gun, you're under control, buddy. So we have to be wise. I think we should call Mike up, see what he thinks.
I think so, too. And in between time, the 18th principle states, hip-hop culture maintains a healthy, caring, and wealthy central hip-hop guide, fully aware and invested with the power to promote, teach, interpret, modify, and defend the principles of the Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace. What y'all got? Hit us up. What it is, 515-602-9667. Taking your call. We're going to talk about this gun violence. Tell me what's going on in your community. But in the meantime, between time, we're going to see what Mike doing, because I don't even think he know we calling him. Like, let's see what's going on.
Try gear.
Okay. Like, I don't know. I ain't gonna talk about my hometown like it's all fine and dandy. You know, I ain't gonna single nobody out. Probably shouldn't even mention where exactly I'm from. Some of y'all know. If you from my hometown and you are away from it, when you hear about these violence, random acts of violence, I'm gonna call them, it makes you feel some type of way, like it should anybody. Now you here in your community and you hear these things that are taking place, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to try to do something about it. Maybe not.
Well, you can deal with the people in your own home and start to address it.
There you go.
Just see where their head at. Are they around people carrying guns? If you have young people in your house, because most of them are, and it's becoming a norm.
Hey, look.
A straight norm.
I seen a clip where a man came to his parents' house.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
I believe the young man lived there. But when he approached the crib, the father told him, nah, don't come in here with that gun. Guess what happened, Gypsy Ryan? They start shooting at each other because the father didn't even want his son in the house with the gun. Like, why couldn't the little boy just respect the fact that his dad said, nah, don't come in here with the gun? But here they go shooting at each other in the yard. The little boy running back and forth, like really trying to hit the cat. Man.
Now that
do people even know what the what's it called?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging
discharging
system.
A firearm, like
6, 7.
You get charged with discharging a firearm, bro. That's you don't want to go do that time. That's discharging a firearm within the city limits. That alone should make you want to be like, okay, I'm gonna just beat him up, because you just gonna let your pistol fire? Nah, man, nope.
And then it seems like a taboo topic as well. Although we have all this violence, nobody really want to talk about it. That's weird. I don't know. Hit us up, 515-602-9667. Stay tuned. Tell a friend. Share the link. We're going to be calling rappers. We're going to hear from people who live every day. We're going, everyday people. You know how we do it. And we use some of our connections to reach out to some artists to see, their music content. Because they always relate rappers with gun violence or blame hip-hop for a lot of what's going on in the community. Let's see. I think we got Mike on here now. Let's see what we can do with that. Yo.
Hello, this is Michael.
Hey, Mike. Welcome to the Reset. Hey, we were on the line. I was trying to reach you. We see the lines were acting weird, but got you on. Mix and I was just talking again about that gun violence. And I was saying, just our last few episodes of Is the American Dream a Nightmare have addressed things from policing to gun ownership and gun education. I'm thinking from all of that, I've learned that education is our key. But I wanted to get your take on the violence that's going on today and your opinion on why is this happening.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I appreciate you all reaching back out to me. It's an honor to be a part of the show once again. I hope everybody is well on this beautiful day. Now, to speak about the topic of the gun violence that's happening within our communities, I was just speaking with my team about this 2 days ago in a management meeting, and we were speaking about how over the past few months, past few years, you've seen the influx in the gun violence. Of course, it is due to it has some political ramifications. Anytime you change a president, one of the main things that is talked about on House floor, Senate floor, they speak about gun control. So as soon as the American people, just as a whole, hears that the government is going to or is risking their freedoms in one way or another, that causes an influx in buying of firearms, because the age-old tale, anytime a presidency changes, the argument is the government going to come in and try to take all of our guns? And that's where the argument for registered versus unregistered weapons comes into play. And that's why you see people trying to purchase or build illegal firearms that are unregistered to the people. So as far as the gun violence or the influx that I heard you speak of previously in our conversations, you know, it does have some things to do with politics, but most importantly, what Vital Tactical Solutions feels, and through the research that we've attained in our partnerships with various police departments around the state of Georgia, is just the community. We speak about community as if it was the same community when we were children, when we were growing up. And that sense of community does not hold the same value in the least bit. That goes from having a community involved in the raising of a child all the way up to an elder within your community getting help from somebody who may not be related to them. And that's something that has gone away societally across the United States or even globally. Of course, we don't know the reason for that, but that is the inception by which all of the violence, in my opinion, starts to resonate. Because if you don't have a sense of community, that means that those children are not learning the manners. They're not learning the avenues and learning how to respect the people who are older than you. And if those things are not instilled, i.e. the parents trying to be kids' friends as opposed to being parents, then that generational curse just starts resonating and it starts snowballing amongst itself. So by the time that child grows up without those manners or without those foundational principles that you and I all were instilled with as we grew up, things, for example, learning how to respect the person that's, the elder that's next door to you, or helping somebody who may have dropped something in the store. Those things don't happen, so then it leads to influences that are not directly connected to that child. What are those connections? Those are the negative things that they see in social media. It's the violence that they see in the TV, and they take that as normalcy, or they glorify that. And then that's what causes them to try to emulate the behaviors that they're being taught by whatever media or whatever they're seeing around them.
Hey, you got a good wrap around it, man. Check it out, right? Do you have children, and what can we do to stop these shootings in these communities?
So it's multiple different legs that have to work simultaneously in order for this to happen, in my opinion. One, we have to have a rebuilt relationship in the perception and the practice of policing in our communities just across the board. Our research shows, and we have a few people that's a part of our team that are former law enforcement officers, one of which is retired. And one of the things that I speak about with that individual all the time is the difference in how standard operating procedures are now compared to how they were when I was a child or even generations before me. And the difference is now police, in most cases, or in some cases, I don't want to speak biasly in this, in a lot of cases, the perception of a police officer is an intimidation tactic. They're there to hold control over somebody, as opposed to in the past, you may see officers, and I think the phrase was called officer friendly. So the officers would go into the community Everybody would speak to all the officers on the beat. That people within the community knew who worked their community, so then they always had open lines of communication, and there never was a negative connotation built between that community and then that group of officers that is helping. What does that do? That creates a larger sense of community, and those communities, those kids, those parents, whoever, are not going to allow those violent crimes and those things to happen within the community through their collaborative efforts in implementing what their standards are going to be in collaboration with the police department.
Okay. I feel you, because in my hometown, we had an officer like that would come intervene instead of locking you up. You know what I mean? Like, we knew him, grew up, like elementary school, he was around. Junior high school, this same cop was around. Yeah, he was older when we got to high school and graduated, but yet he was still around. Shout out to you, Officer Wilson. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Helped me out of many jams.
And to add to that, ReMixx, you having that relationship with him is something that you can go into a community right now and ask any kid, and I guarantee you maybe 5% of them may say that they have a positive relationship with a law enforcement officer. But now in today's time, with that shift in how they want to impose themselves on the community, they feel as though that they can just arrest these problems away, as opposed to trying to rebuild the relationships that would intervene before the violent crime even takes place, if that makes sense.
They do.
That does make sense. Mm-hmm.
So you hear that, officers? Y'all in the communities. I asked this young man, what can we do to stop these shootings? Now, we all know that it's built upon a relationship, a friendship, a bond, a trust, a commitment that we all agree on one thing. You just coming into the community being rah-rah, man, nobody's finna respect that. You have to give the respect to get it back. Yeah, y'all the police. Y'all are the protectors and servants of the community. We get that. But don't come to my community like you all that. Where you live at? You don't even live on my block. That's deep, man. I hate to sound like, ReMixx just don't like the police. I do. It is a couple nice cops. I got friends that are cops.
Right, but we just saw one at the gas station, and a young man was speaking to him, and he didn't even respond.
Look back, nothing.
It was a sheriff, and
talking about some, hey, officer, and dude didn't even look back, didn't even turn his shoulder. Like, dude was really respecting him. Like, officer of the law walked into the store. He opened the door for him. Hey, officer, how you doing? This cat didn't even look back, didn't even say nothing or nothing.
No, we was just SMH.
Yeah, right.
So, Mike, we appreciate
and ReMixx,
you calling in.
To that, I wanted to add one more thing to the thing that ReMixx just spoke about with the officer not acknowledging that citizen. I do firmly believe with my team that one of the very first steps to stop that type of behavior is the immediate supervisor. The supervisors or the people in leadership are the ones who allow this behavior to carry on. So the accountability needs to be placed on somebody. Who do you place that on? It always heads to leadership. If your local police precincts, the leadership within those precincts are not allowing that type of behavior from their officers, then it's a culture change or a shift that starts to happen there. And I feel that same type of shift needs to happen just with us being people, knowing how to speak to each other, knowing how to help each other, knowing how to be kind. So if we're not learning that in our everyday lives, why would we have to instill that or learn that after you have a profession? We have to learn that at ground zero. And we're telling an officer, okay, we expect for you to act a certain way, but if he doesn't have that in his heart, it's never going to be genuine. It's never going to be sincere. And that true change can never come about. So we have to start with leadership. We have to start with our communities, and we have to teach a thinking of passion in believing in our community, knowing our people can do better, and knowing that we're going to expect the people who are helping police our community are going to show us the same respect that we give them.
Wow. That I respect that. Your opinion is appreciated. That is exactly, where we need to be at with it. And the pandemic sort of helped us come together and learn help each other again. So it's right now these days, it's such a strong pull in so many different directions. And that's why I talked about the mass shootings, because it's not just happening in the, black communities. Mass shootings are not normally, done by African Americans, so it's all across the board. And I know gun education, community coming together again and addressing things together as one is definitely a solution.
Here goes the problem right here, Mike, and I'm going to let you go. I think I figured out some issues. I see that Georgia is ranked 45th among the average police salaries in America, and they only make $44.7. They make 40. I made more than that last year, bruh. $44.7. Yeah. Ranked number 45 in average police officer salary.
Right.
Dang, I'm gonna let you go on that one, Mike. We appreciate you, man, and tell somebody on the reset you can be yourself.
You can, always. And I want to thank you all again. Anybody who has any questions, we can be reached on any social media platform, VTS Protect, or our website, VTSProtect.com.
Okay, then.
Okay, I was going to ask you that. So it's VTS Protect?
Yes, ma'am. VTS, and that's just our acronym for Vital Tactical Solutions. So that's how we brand ourselves, just as VTS. So all social media platforms, VTS Protect, and then our website again, VTSProtect.com.
Okay, so yes, stay tuned in, and we appreciate your call. If we need to call you back, if we got a question, hopefully you're there and available. So
I'm always here for you. Just give me a holler.
All right. So we are so pleased to have Mike call in. We had technical difficulties, trying to call out. Hopefully that does not affect the rest of the evening. So we take that advice and we take the Declaration of Peace, Principle 13, and we take advice from BTS.
Okay.
Virtual Tactical Solutions. Follow them at VTS Protect. Do that right now for me. Go to and Twitter. Follow. So you take the conversation. You want somebody like that in your circle, people. What's up, ReMixx?
Man, did you know that the California average police officer make $105,000?
You just told me.
That's Georgia.
Oh, now where you at?
I'm in Cali now.
Whew.
They make 105.
They collect more on taxes.
I mean,
a bigger state, more people.
It's more. I can't even really. Yeah, I guess it's more violent. I guess maybe. Like go to work is real serious. You know what I mean? Like that's deep, man. Nevada is 73,000. So everybody.
This all still ties in as the American dream, a nightmare. We need to know what you think.
Yeah, that's a nightmare. Because if I was a cop getting paid $44,000 here in Georgia, I'd be looking to find me a new profession. Hell, the cookie man made more than me. Work at the mall.
Right, and the violence seems to turn up. I guess people began to need things during the pandemic because the violence. I think they said 50%.
Increase.
Yeah. I was gonna say uplift, uprise.
Yeah.
Those are positive words. Increase, though, hey, still positive. We don't want to increase in that area, but yeah. So the statistics are stunning, and as we have to stay positive, you guys be careful of that false positive message. If you're feeling like you need to talk and things are going on inside your head, you should sit down and talk with a friend or family member or even a stranger just to get it out. Don't just read affirmations while you're hurting. And I know, they say when you're feeling down, just smile and everything will be all right.
Look at my face.
No false narratives, people. If you're feeling down, tell a friend.
I'm mad, Jitty, right?
What's the matter?
All the shooting going on, and then I try to get myself
That's
together.
That's what I'm saying. I think people are angry.
I want a new laptop.
Angry, scared.
I go to Best Buy. No, I did though. I go to Best Buy, and I'm finally done broke down because I could have go to the pawn shop or something to go get me a new little toy. But I done broke down, and I go to Best Buy. Hey, sorry for dropping your name. Nice store, but here does it make me mad? I want the Surface thing. You know what I mean? I want to get up on that. Give me the little attachment. Give me the keyboard. You know what I'm saying? Give me the one with the 8 GMs or whatever it's called. And guess what? They ain't got none in the store.
You ain't got none?
I go to another one because I'm fed up.
None?
I'm finna get me one. I'm about to get one. Hey, I'm going to get 2. You know what I'm saying? I go drive to the other store.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get 2 of them things. I'm getting 2. I need 2 of the keyboards. You know what I'm saying? They tablets look like computers. Boom. I'm going to start making my videos.
Mm-hmm.
I get to the dude. I wait patiently. The store finna close. We in there. They shut the door. I'm like, oh, we in the game. We in the game.
Right.
We about to get 2 of these things.
Yeah.
He come over there to us, and he like, how can I help you? I'm like, yeah, we need 2 of these and 2 of them little keyboards to go with it. He like, ain't none in the store. What? I can order it myself. What was the purpose of me even going to Best Buy? That's what it is. I ain't doing that no more.
Right.
I ain't doing that no more.
Because you have to, because everything is changing. It's like, I'm just kidding.
I
but
wanted
you
to
have
touch it,
to,
though. I wanted to touch it.
You have to, you know what I'm about to say, that's why.
I wanted to see
shopping online, that's the time that you're living in, brother.
I wanted to make sure the keys wasn't going to be stuck.
And, you know, people are just getting things dropped off right at the door.
I'm talking about Amazon put on you,
and
bro.
And so you take those chances of the product not being right, you know, and then you are able to return it, you know. And I think you do got to get in the car to do that. Is there a service to pick up your returns?
Hey, look.
Will they come get your returns, too?
Shipping went up, too, y'all. Y'all be careful on this.
Well, they said it was going to go up. I respect it. You know, when you're a business person, you got to make them adjustments.
So when you order from Just Get Chicken with it, and you
it's small business ownership a trend, y'all. Is this a fad? Is small business ownership trending?
I'm saying a small business owner can make $44,000 a year. That's more than the
comment. Ladies like, look, I was doing business before being a business owner became a trend. Mm-hmm. That tickled me. I said, oh man, but you know that's how countries start. That's how colonies. I ain't gonna get deep.
That's it. Civilization.
Yeah, the marketplace is essential, and that's what I was. Everybody did literally have their own trade skill. Most of them, they robbed and steal. They did. That's what they did, and so this is not new. The underlining of our issues of today, but they are now just profound.
It's getting worse. It's getting worse, man.
They're 5D.
That's like false advertisement.
5-dimensional, affecting you in all different kind of ways now, and being able to see it, everything just in your hand with the phone. That's all I'm getting to. You used to didn't know all this was going on, really, and it was, but you just didn't know it. But yeah, our statistics is rough. So let's carry on this evening. Hip Hop Appreciation Week. We got a lot of artists out there. They write. They trying to do their thing. I believe they want their music heard still. I don't think too much has changed. You know, I think it's time we call up, you know, and ask, see what's going on. Which I think.
Who you calling?
Let's see. Got a lot came down. Oh. We're going to start with Honey B.
Hey, I got some facts for everybody. We're just sitting here chilling. Hip-Hop History Week, and hip-hoppers are encouraged to use their skills to understand, to educate, and all that. Did you know that the first cell phone was made in 2008? The first Android phone turned up from T-Mobile. It was a G. They on 5. Wow. Long way from a smartphone.
We coming through unexpectedly.
We a long way from that first phone ever in 2008. Wow, the first cell phone.
I wonder what our number looks like.
Burnout.
If you're on the phone, you're listening, you can chat with us. What is on the caller ID? No, nobody can tell me that unless I call them, right?
It probably do look a little weird.
Right.
Like, who is this calling me?
Right.
I ain't getting no text message say you was about to call me.
Right. Well, hey.
Let me see.
You've been warned. This is mostly how it be, though. There's a no-show going on when it comes to these rappers these days.
We're sorry. Your call did not go through. Will you please try your call again?
Hey.
We sure will.
Speaking of phone calls,
yes,
like many inventions.
Keep me alive here.
The first cell phone was a burnout. Y'all remember those? With the intense desire to beat the other person's, they was in competition. So we was able with T-Mobile. Shout out to T-Mobile, y'all. Back in '08. You know what I'm saying? I want to say it was earlier than that. That was only '08.
Right. Let's see who this is. What did I say? Bud Love. Is anybody available at this time of day?
Hello.
What's up? The Reset, your hip hop culture specialist, Rain and ReMixx. Can we speak with Bud Love?
It's Bud Love.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on? How you doing?
We're doing good. We're calling to talk to you about a couple things. Mm-hmm. First of all, what state are you in?
I'm in Ohio.
Okay, you're in Ohio, and it's safe to say that you are a rapper,
singer, R&B singer, songwriter. Yep.
Recording artist.
Okay, that's what son told me. You wrong. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Recording artist on the line.
Right. Bud Love. And so you on social media?
Yeah, definitely. I'm on social media as Mr. Bud Love. Just put the Mr. Bud Love on there.
Spell Bud Love for us.
BUDDLOVE.
Okay. So I wanted you to get that out, get a little shout out, get you some room in there before we bring you up the big question. We've been doing our show for a few weeks now, and we've been asking people all over the country, is the American dream a nightmare? So there's no right or wrong answer, but what's your take on the American dream?
On the American dream?
Yes. Is it a nightmare, or can you work with it?
I could work with it.
And
I could definitely work with it.
Okay.
Because either way, even if it's a nightmare, you got to make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna change. You got to get that American dream.
Okay, so you're a songwriter. What's the main content? What do you write about?
Women.
So you write about love or just
love?
Women?
No, I write about love.
Relationships. So you don't contribute to violent music?
No, not at all. No violence. No violence in my music.
That would help understand your opinion on the American dream is not a nightmare for you.
Right.
Because what I can hear now from Bud Love, I don't know much, but I'm catching it. Bud Love is all about the Bud Love. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Everywhere he go, he's going to spread that Bud Love.
Spread the love everywhere. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm challenged then because I'm looking for somebody that I can really drill about their music in case they want to talk about gun toting or drug dealing and stuff. I was going to really I'm going to jump on them today. So, Bud Love, you do the right thing, and we're going to really get in touch with you. Want to hear some of your R&B music, for sure.
Yeah.
And we appreciate the phone. You can check out Rain and ReMixx. You can follow us on Instagram. With y'all, make sure you tune in, share the link, and followers, make sure you follow Bud Love at BUDDLOVE or Mr. Right?
Yep, Mr. Bud Love. Mr. Bud Love.
Mr. Bud Love.
Okay, we're going to continue to play on the phone. You continue to keep it locked. In the between time, have you ever tasted that strawberry barbecue sauce? It's so delicious. It's a tasty treat you just can't beat. I suggest you order some. I got a lot of my friends in Tennessee yumming it up. I got a lot of my friends here in Ohio yumming it up. I got a lot of friends here in Georgia yumming it up. All I need is y'all to yum it up wherever y'all may be. So y'all put it on some barbecue sauce. They say they finna come back up. Better ways to celebrate with a barbecue with some strawberry barbecue sauce.
Right. So we're going to continue on celebrating Hip Hop Appreciation Week, just laying back in the spaceship, hoovering over. Tell a friend the Rain and ReMixx is on a podcast now. Hey, we've been everywhere because that's what we said in the beginning, that we would be everywhere. And we end up doing that in a way that really blew our mind as the internet and these apps and all this different stuff we use to communicate just continue to grow. And we was doing this exact same thing when people was carrying them old phones that didn't really reach Facebook the way now.
That's what I was trying to get at. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? The phone first came out in 2008. We started doing live interviews in 2010.
Right. It's a difficult thing to do, but that's where we at, and we appreciate you tuning in. Again, share it with a friend. ReMixx is back again. Your hip hop culture special, continuing the conversation. It's the American Dream, a nightmare. Let's see who next on this list.
Well, I can't just really dictate that the American Dream is a nightmare for some people, but we've lost a lot of people to police violence due to the fact of whatever reason it was.
Mm-hmm.
I got a shirt right now with everybody's name on it. It's like serious. You know what I'm saying?
Hello?
This is ReMixx from the Reset. Your hip hop culture specialist is calling you up. We're looking for Honey B.
Hey, this is she. What's going on? Hey, hello? I don't know how to hear you. What's that? Hold on.
Okay. Hopefully you can hear them.
I'm here, though. I'm here.
Question. Okay. We just was calling you to ask our questions. We've been, like I said before, asking everybody, is the American Dream a nightmare?
Is the American Dream a nightmare?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I guess it could be. I guess it could be turning into that. But I don't know. I think everybody might have a different American dream, though, at the same time.
Right.
So I don't know. I guess it depends on your perception.
Exactly. I respect that answer. How do you feel? We're celebrating Hip Hop Appreciation Week, and we don't want to be, negative, but with a lot of gun violence going on. So we're trying to just talk about it and put that on the table, and we've been asking artists, have they done anything to make it better? Have you written any songs? Do you write songs about the streets?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
About what you've been through? Have you addressed any gun issues in any of your songs? Anything about guns or violence?
Yeah. It's actually on my album out now, the first track on there.
Okay, and tell us
my
about
vibrato
that.
Track. I got it. Okay, so I got an album out called Vibrato, and it's just pretty much an expression of my own experiences and my perception. And so it's it goes through a few different stories, and like the very first one though is talking about issues within the hood, within the Black community, and us living in this capitalistic system. So yeah, absolutely.
Well, good. Everybody challenging me because I'm looking for artists who write about gun toting and drug dealing, so I can get on them today about what's going on in the world and see what their take is. But so far, most of the artists, and it's not surprising to me, being that you're affiliated with ReMixx. I know your music is good and your topics are good, so we appreciate it. Where can we follow you at to hear more, to get started knowing Honey B?
Absolutely. I am everywhere at Honey B Creations. It's spelled Honey with a U, Huney, the letter B, Creations with an S. Honey B Creations everywhere. You can find my music. You can find my social media everywhere. Yeah, shouldn't be too hard to find me, as long as you spell my name right.
All right, spell it one more time for us.
Huney, the letter B, Creations, Creations. Honey B Creations.
Okay, and I know many listeners are looking forward to hearing that music since it's definitely going with our topic. So we're going to check it out.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. I hope y'all enjoy. Yes. Thank you for calling.
All right, peace. So there we go. Another artist that is writing about it and addressing it. And that's good. That's what we're looking for. I'm digging deep. Let me see who we can bring into the circle next.
You kind of like stomp down on them with that one. Calling them up, asking them is the American dream like a nightmare scene?
Right.
And the responses we getting is different from what we've been getting. You know what I mean? Like, who this is, yo?
Soldier Boy Cool. Soldier Cool. I said Soldier Boy Cool. It's Soldier Cool Scoop.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
This is Rain and ReMixx. Hello.
How you doing? Yeah, that's me.
It's Rain and ReMixx calling from the Reset. Can we speak to Scoop?
That's me. You hear me?
Well, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Okay. This ReMixx, that was Gypsy Rain you was just chopping it down with. We ain't gonna hold too much of your time, bro. We do appreciate you answering and being on the Reset. Now we done asked a lot of people, but most importantly is we finna ask you the same question. Is the American dream like a nightmare scene to you?
It kind of is. It's like a mirage. When it comes down to the American dream, with the picture and the image that they give us. I mean, it's hard to put in words, because the life. I mean, everything is like been a lie, everything that saying we've been taught. So yeah, the American dream, we gotta have a foundation. Our foundation falling off. Yeah, but how's going on down there though? I ain't seen y'all in a while.
Okay. Hey,
it's going on. We're doing good. Holding down the Declaration of Peace and continuing this movement. Doing some radio. Got some opportunities coming up. Just keeping it moving. Appreciate you asking.
Wait, this Scoop?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, this Scoop. When y'all hit me, I was in the middle. It ain't bad, but I was in the middle of recording too.
Okay. You always recording something.
Well, yeah, we know we calling up rappers, so we also talking about the gun violence, and I know you have definitely touched on this topic. So where's your take? Are you a storyteller? Like, are you an artist who's going to tell a story about gun violence and how you did this and did that? Or are you one that teaches? Are you teaching about gun violence and the things that can happen in these situations? What's your take on that as a songwriter?
I will say I would be more of the person that, touch on those situations. I don't really promote the gun violence, but, I just paint the picture of, what we see, what surround us. And that is a sad story to tell.
Right, and so when you do that, do you offer wisdom in there, or are you just hitting that beat real hard about that gun? Or are you offering some advice when you write?
I'm trying to. You would have to really hear the track. I mean, because necessarily offering advice, but it's just putting it out there. What can happen? Things that go on. Like a few weeks ago, we was doing a show. We was doing a show in the club. He got off the stage, then the next guy got on the stage, and he got on. And after he got down, they started shooting in the club, and he got killed. So yeah, that's a serious topic and issue. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary, especially when you in a rap game and you trying to find outlets to promote your music, and that's what you got to encounter.
Right,
okay.
Which is another spin on American Dream being a nightmare.
Exactly.
We don't even have any outlets. We don't even have any outlets that we gotta have on a bulletproof vest just to entertain our own people. And things have changed.
The crazy part is when we was doing that show, I was in there telling my dude before all that stuff popped up. It was a lot of security in there. And I was like, man, this is how you got to have it if you want your stuff to last. And that stuff still happens. Yeah, that's
right.
A real tough topic, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, really trying to figure out how do you get through to them dudes because, they ruin it.
Right. I feel a cold wind. I feel a cold wind and a misunderstanding to take it that far, where you taking people's lives. And I know, you know, like we said before on our show, that's going on in Georgia and Ohio, which is two of our markets. Okay. So that's why we're tackling it, and we are starting a panel, you know, and hopefully you can join in and stay in touch with us too. But that we're talking with Z from an organization called PASS, and he's teaching on the stop, when police stop you, what are your laws, and we're looking into Ohio laws too, so we can bring Georgia and Ohio together on that information. And we're also speaking with Mike Crowder, who is the owner of VTS, Virtual Tactical Solutions, who does gun education, gun class, get you licensed. We're also compiling Ohio and Georgia information, so we are going to be proactive. We're going to try to be a part of that. And now this all just happened by time, you know, and duty. I ain't going to say chance, you know, and because we are hip-hop culture specialists and mentors and, you know, all that we do for the community. And, you know, so we're the right people. So we don't mind, you know, addressing this issue. That's what we're going to do. So, yeah, stay in touch with us, Scoop. We appreciate you answering the phone. Where can we follow you on social media?
Okay. I said I want to slide down there on it.
Yeah, come on down. Definitely. Oh, we got some stuff coming up. We're going to make sure we send it to you. I just sent it to your messenger. You definitely might want to jump on some stuff coming on. Come on down and enjoy.
Indeed.
Yeah, on that. You know how we do it. I was going to say, where can we follow you on social media if they want to hear your music?
I'm about to get all that together now. I got me a website I'm trying to put together because, you know, I got a clothing line out here and everything. I'm trying to put the whole package together. You know. Yeah, I'll give you all the media outlets. You know, once I get all this stuff up.
Okay, no problem. We appreciate you answering, and we respect your opinions. All right, stay up.
Okay, you too.
All right.
Okay.
And that was Soldier Coon Scoop from Ohio.
Wow.
And he's an artist. He's on the resetting everything. Sounds like he's just going to revamp. So it's real live and real people. You know, call us up then if, you know what I'm saying, you want to add to the conversation, 515-602-9667. We also share and extend this podcast to YouTube, where that link is also shareable. And these shows will always be available to you. Check us out at inyourlap.biz, Rain and ReMixx, as we continue our hip-hop adventures. I'm going to just call somebody else up, keep this conversation going. Again, we celebrate Hip-Hop Appreciation Week.
Yeah, we is.
It's a little different from our radio station than being on this podcast as far as music, because we really would just be really, really sharing with you some dope music. But on Blog Talk, we got to watch all for the publishing, and we got to talk.
We got to chop it.
We got to chop it up, and that's what we're gonna do.
515-602-9667. That's what we gonna do. We want to hear from you.
Right. And so we're gonna take a break real quick. Share this link with a friend. If you're thirsty, go get a drink. I'm gonna spin that KRS-One. I'm going to take a quick break.
Don't you fall for it. Don't you fall for it. Keep your head up, never let up, never let them get you fed up. You just step up, get your rep up, get your cash up, get your check up. The whole system's set up. It's time we really get up. We've been about this revolution from the time we met up. Take it back, I got my fist up, Malcolm X in 88. But revolution only works for those that will participate. You are great, they are fake. Yo, it's time to demonstrate higher level mental states. Conscious people congregate. Show the love, not the hate. This is basic, no debate. But these people are debating and they hating. They should wait. It was bickering amongst ourselves and got us in this state. Yeah, the truth is inconvenient, but the truth is never late. You can't see what they be doing, how they thinking, how they moving. You can't see what they pursuing, making claims none are proven. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. We can see who is the enemy. Sovereignty's a remedy. You don't need telepathy, it's white supremacy. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall.
La.
Yo, what's up? This ReMixx from the Reset. I got Gypsy Rain up in here with me. How you doing, bro?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
I'm all right.
I'm trying to reach Grinchy. Is this Grinchy?
Yeah, this Grinchy. What's going on, bro?
Ain't too much, man. We just appreciate you answering your phone. We live on the air on the Reset. We air every Wednesday at 6:30. We appreciate your time. I'm going to ask you a couple questions and let you fall back off into what you was already cooking, okay?
All right, that's what's up, gang. I ain't doing that. I'm in the studio. You know how I go around here. What's up?
Okay. What type of music you make, homie?
I make, like, I ain't going to say hip-hop, but, like, trap, rap, I guess, rap and trap.
Okay.
Oh, I got me one.
All right, so my next question, hold on. My next question is going to be, is the American dream like a nightmare scene for you?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell
Speak
yeah.
on that
Like,
broom.
Speak on that broom. I'm
going
to keep it real. Like, I got $1 million, right? They telling me I got this $1 million, right? They tell me I got $1.2 million, right? It's in a house, though. And at the end of the day, that's, like, ridiculous.
Right.
That's the American dream. But it's not, because I'm still out here struggling. The fuck? Excuse my language, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the American dream. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you charge me what I made off of the house was ridiculous if I sell the house.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So the American dream is not what the average African American would know it is. I paid $450K for $1.2 million.
Oh,
wow.
My goodness.
I see what you're saying, bro.
Yeah.
So what's up with all this gun violence? What's your take on all this gun violence? You participate in this gun violence?
I mean, if it's needed, it's needed. Some things be wanted. Some, as far as cops killing black people, no.
I got one. Okay,
some things not wanted. Yeah, some like ladies and kids. You know, as a gangster, you got to keep that shit for real gangster. Like, if I ain't got to slime your mom, I ain't gonna slime your mom. But if your mom real, she will tell you, son, you shouldn't be out here doing no real shit. Son, you got to go out there and face that shit. But we got a lot of parents now, because I'm a parent, in the 30s and the 25s. Oh, no, my kids ain't never wrong. Shit, and you got to get it too. Right is right. What we're seeing right now is real justice. It's not us.
Mm-hmm.
It's written. It's been written in the biblical times. It's been written in the Quran. It's written. What we're seeing is the truth now. So it's like, if you don't, what side are you going to side on, the good or the right? I'm going to stay away from it.
Okay. That's what I was hoping, bro.
Right.
Because you know what I'm saying. We've been knowing you a long time. I like to hear you say you're gonna stay away from it. Yeah, we got to.
I got to.
When we go places we shouldn't go, we gonna go them anyway. You know what I mean? But we gonna do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, we're gonna protect those that's with us.
Shouldn't go.
Yeah.
We can go these places we shouldn't go, such as the ghettos, and make a lot of money. Or we can just sit up here and kill each other. What the fuck are we doing? I want to make some money, bro. If you're going to kill each other, I'm going to slide over here to the side where they making money.
Where they making that cheese at?
Right, and staying out of it. And making sure that your guns are registered and do everything right, you know, because we want to see, you know, you prosper, Grinchy. Right? So I got another caller. Just hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Caller, you're on. 330.
What's up? This is Tony Giacalone.
Tony Giacalone? How you doing?
Yeah.
Grinchy, I'm going to put you on a mute, you know what I'm saying? Or you could put your phone on mute, or you could go ahead back to your session. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I put my phone on mute. Yeah, I was told to call in by John, so I could put it on mute till y'all need me to chime in.
No, not you. Not you. We just had another caller. I'm gonna call you Lil Jack. Is that cool with you? How you got this stage name? I don't know nothing about it though. What you go by, bro?
I go by Tony Giacalone, and you know, Lil Jack is always gonna be me. Lil Tony, that's always gonna be me. But you know where we from, man? We come from the mafia ran where we from a while. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
The truth of the matter is, if anybody know anything about my grandfather Billy Jack and Bo Jack, then they'll know anything about the mafia, then they would.
Okay.
But Tony Giacalone was a real Detroit boss, mafia boss from Detroit, but his brother name was Billy Jack, which is my grandfather's name. You feel me? So So that's where all that came from. Is I got to pay homage where I'm from. Why I be on what I be on? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm gonna ask you this right quick. What type of music you make, bro?
I make universal music.
Okay.
I'm more of an artist than a rapper. I can give you that trap, that Gucci Mane, that Detroit Sada Baby vibe. I can give you some J. Cole. I can give you about whatever you may think of. You like, oh, well, can you do this? Like, I could do all that. You know what I'm saying? But so I just call it universal because when I go in the studio, go in there to make music for everybody, not just one subjective people.
That's a good answer.
So has any of your music promoted violence? Like, so do you? Let me ask you this. If somebody, you know, like when you're working, you know, doing your work, songs sometimes influence people. You know what I mean? Do you care about the content of your songs? I mean, do you write about gun violence in a way that glamorizes it to get right to the point?
I wouldn't necessarily say I talk about it to where it's glamorized, but to be all the way honest and to be as discreet as possible, I come from a lot of things. So if I speak on it, this is a situation that probably didn't occur. You know, like I don't believe in hurting somebody over some money or certain things, you know, but I do believe in the eye for an eye, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you believe in not retaliation, but when you have to act, you have to act. You got to do what you got to do.
Correction.
So
all the way correct right there. Okay,
so the Principle 13 says that we reject immature impulses of unwarranted acts of violence, and I'm going to encourage you to seek diplomatic and nonviolent strategies when you're settling your disputes in the future. You know, I mean, it sounds like you got a head on your shoulders, and we appreciate you definitely calling in. Is your music available for streaming? I mean, like, can we check you out, or can you email us some music?
Yes.
Okay.
So you on social media, or?
Yes, I'm on social media.
Okay, where can we follow you?
Yes. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook. Well, Instagram, my name is Tony Giacalone on there. Same thing as Twitter. Facebook, my name is under my government, Anthony Jackson Jr. I'm on all music platforms.
Tony Giacalone.
Yeah, yes.
I like that.
Yeah,
and so you got that name from the history, the mob history, being from Ohio, and it's something dear to you.
Yeah, that's deep.
Word. We respect that. We appreciate you calling in.
I'm gonna let you go with this last one. I'm gonna let you go. Okay. I know they're calling you back. It's your turn. Look, is the American dream like a nightmare scene for you, homie?
I'm gonna put it to you like this: like, we live in the design. So, you know, instead of waking up and looking at every day as a blessing, every day is a lesson. So therefore, the American dream is really based upon of what they was put in front of us to, you know, to design to make people feel like, okay, I need to go after this, I need to go after that. So in that case, to answer your question, if anybody who look at it that way, it is a nightmare, because the only thing you're doing, you basically is you're in a rat race. You running a sprint, not a marathon. The ones who don't feel like that, it's not a nightmare, because we living for whatever it is our true purpose is. Whatever it is, that's that being that's inside of us, that's enlightening us, that illuminate that room, that make people gravitate to us, whatever our natural calling in, like what I'm doing right here, reaching out, talking to y'all, music, recording music, being a father, being in a support group for my loved ones, all those things. Like I'm fulfilling my purpose. So I don't fall into the design. I create my own design, so that way I can build generational wealth. So then we can break the cycle.
Okay.
Wow. That's
Okay.
a mouthful. And that's what the reset is for. We appreciate that. I think I'm going to pull that out aside.
And Tony Jack.
And,
okay.
Yeah, on a short link so you can share that with your people because that's very thoughtful.
Yeah.
Tony Giacalone,
thank you.
We're going to stay in touch with you, too. We got a compilation coming out based on this topic, Is the American Dream a Nightmare? And we're going to definitely get in touch with you about that.
Appreciate your time, bro.
Okay, yeah, cool. I just want to say one thing to y'all. I appreciate what y'all doing. Stay grinding. Any way I can help, I'm all for it. God bless. Love y'all, man.
The motivation is real, bro.
Right. Thank you. I like that when they take the time to say something to us because we're here and we, bounce back. 515-602-9667. And we're going to continue moving on with this conversation while time still allows. We're asking, is this American Dream a nightmare? We ask an artist, are you just going to write about guns and all this violence going on? Or are you going to take notice and maybe pen something skillful that can turn a young man's mind around? Because it's just a
Hello?
Hello, this is Rain and ReMixx from the Reset.
What up?
We are...
How you doing?
We doing good. We looking for Tsunami and Chrissy. Or Tsunami or Chrissy.
Y'all might have to deal with my daughter, too. I'm letting y'all know that on air.
Okay. Who is your daughter?
Her name is Faith the Maximus. No, she's a baby. She might just make weird noises.
How old is she?
1.
Okay, then. Bruh.
You're not 2. You're 1.
Did you hear the baby? Go ahead, bruh. Start him out young. Give him that confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Tsunami and Chrissy, is that a group?
What'd you say?
Is Tsunami and Chrissy, is that a group?
No, we're separate people.
Yeah, we're individual artists.
Married couple making music individually. But we do have a joint project that we're about to release on Tuesday.
Oh, it's dropping on Tuesday. And where can we find it?
Everywhere.
Everywhere on all the social
Spotify.
Spotify, all the music platforms. Cool. All right. There. Hopefully she can hear us too. Feel free to jump in anytime, Krista. Tsunami.
He's on speaker.
I'm here.
And family. Okay. We're going to ask you guys, how is the American Dream a nightmare right now, in your opinion?
It is a little bit. It definitely is. I think it depends on the position in life that you're in. It's harder for some, but way harder for most, and it's easy for some, but it's easier for, certain people. So it's all over the place. America's all over the place right now.
Right, and that those certain people may have been the creators of the American Dream. We looked it up on Google one time, and there was a writer who penned the American Dream, and he was going to name a book this, and it was just his whole idea, of coming to America, getting the house, the job, getting the family, and the picket fence. But it sounds like you guys got that down pat, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we tried.
Got your family.
Yeah, family, the house, the cars.
Okay, sounds good. So, what is the content of your music? What do you two write about on this latest project together?
It's pretty much love, money, women. It's pretty much like a project of where our minds be at that certain moment. Like, our minds are all over the place all the time.
Right.
So it's like we have some songs where we feel like, am I allowed to cuss?
Are you?
You express yourself.
Are you allowed? Give me your mom's number. I'm going to ask.
I'm just making sure, because sometimes it's easier to explain stuff when you can say the words that you really want to say instead of trying to mask them. So it's like, sometimes we feel like we're the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we might feel like we want another girl, or sometimes she might be like, I'm about to smack somebody, or you know what I'm saying? We be all over the place for real.
And so your music covers different things relationships go through, you say?
Yes.
Relationships, everything.
Every day.
Anything tapping into any... Go ahead. I was going to say, anything about guns or gun violence by any chance?
No, but we don't rap about guns.
Yeah, we don't.
So it's all love.
We don't do that. We don't do the balance in our songs.
And Tsunami, you don't do that either on your solo stuff?
Yeah, I don't do that. I'm into girls and money and stuff. I ain't into all that extra stuff.
Okay. Well, Tuesday is what? May the 25th, and we are looking
25th.
forward to hearing your project. Okay?
Okay.
And
we appreciate you.
Can we follow you on social media?
Yup. Mine is Tsunami Fly, and hers is Chrissy, but it's spelled KHRYSSI.
Okay.
KHRYSSI. Okay.
Yeah,
And
we had to figure out a way to keep the Chrissy, but a different spelling, and no one has that spelling.
Yeah, so that she stands out. Okay. I'm looking forward to keeping in touch with you guys. Thank you for answering today. And, somebody referred us to you guys. Again, it's Rain and ReMixx. We're hip-hop culture specialists. Been doing this for a long time. This show is The Reset. Tell a friend. We'll make sure you get the link, too. All right?
All right. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you.
All right. Peace. And so there we go.
Wow.
Another duo that they rapping about love and relationships and keeping it, I'm going to just say,
how could they not rap about love and relationships when they in a relationship dealing with love, and they go to the studio, they in there and they got the baby crying, you're going to rap about the baby?
We had a lot of duets.
We do.
And it happens. It definitely does. And sometimes we want to break them out. It could be their own album separate, just to do it. The loved ones, I'm saying. But we write too about gun violence, but always in more of a storytelling, teaching way. Because nobody really want to tell I shouldn't say nobody want to tell their personal experience, but unless I'm offering, something on the track.
I just got advice. I got advice.
Right. So we're not exempt from it either, nor are we condoning it, but we do allow the platform and we allow people to speak their mind on the reset. These artists, need a place to express themselves. So Tony Giacalone,
that was cold.
He really,
he
I
fell
like
off
him.
into his. I know Billy Jack. You know what I mean? So for him to say that his character is a Detroit mob man, you know what I'm saying, whose brother was called Billy Jack. You're going somewhere with that. Make sure you get that single over to us real soon, bro. Real soon.
Okay.
We're going to keep it going. It's Hip Hop Appreciation Week. We appreciate y'all answering y'all phone as we light it up.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? This is your hip hop culture specialist, Rain the ReMixx, on the line. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. What's going on, family?
We're doing good. Is this Mop Top?
Yeah, this is Mop Top, Trey Hoover.
Oh, what's up? Okay, just making sure we had the right number. So we was calling up on you to see how you were doing your music. We want to make sure that you writing positive music.
Okay.
So what is your music about?
Get 'em.
It's really I call myself Vibe Star, so I make all types of music. I make music that, real life situations, stuff that people go through. So it's really like, so that everybody know that they're not alone in their situations, and, they look up to people and artists and stuff to know. I make music to show them that, they're not far off, like, what I'm saying, that we all go through shit, and, we all get through shit. So I make music like that, just music that's relative to the people.
Okay. And what you say your name was again? I mean,
it's Mop Top.
It's Mop Top, and then you said you call yourself
Trey Hoover. What radio station is this?
The Reset. It's a podcast. This is ReMixx.
Okay.
Your hip hop culture spec. We'll make sure you get the link. Somebody did refer, you as an artist to us. So we just calling. I was just picking with you, asking you like that. We just call it artists asking, is the American dream a nightmare?
The American dream?
Yes.
It's
What's your take on that?
I wouldn't say it's a nightmare. It's just how we gotta live. We live in America. That's all we gotta. That's all we know. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it's a nightmare. You just got to adapt. Just like with everything else, you got to be adaptable.
So how are you adapting to the gun violence that's going on?
I don't get into really much all of that. Like, I mean, it's around, and, you know, it ain't nothing. It's inevitable. So I just don't really take that in. I don't really talk too much about that type of stuff because I don't really keep that type of stuff around me.
Okay, that's good. We appreciate you sharing that with us. And where can we hear some of your music?
It's all on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. I just released a new single on May 11th called "Dirty Not Clean," which is my new single that I'm promoting. But it's a 2-part video out on YouTube now with my other single "Lean" in it. And both those tracks are on all streaming platforms. I have a single out called
"That's under Mop Top." Is that under Mop Top?
Under Trey Hoover. Yeah, Trey Hoover.
Spell that for me.
TREHOOVER.
Yep, just like it sounds. Okay. Under Trey Hoover, you got a new single out. And where can we follow you, Trey?
On all social media platforms, Trey_Hoover.
Okay. All right. And what state are you in?
I'm in Ohio. Well, I'm stationed in Ohio right now.
Okay. Ohio, that's what's up. All right. We got some more information we'll send to you, and we appreciate you, really respect and admire you for choosing to write music that is positive and things that people can relate to and not just the gun-toting, drug-dealing scenario. That is something that you should be proud of. You feel me? All right.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
And that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to encourage these young people because, you know, tonight we have a few young people that really, you know, have to deal with the streets.
Okay.
And they are ready. They're ready for war. And war meaning willing and ready, you know, ready and willing, raw war. And they sound like that the American dream for them is to survive. And that when we ask them the definition of American dream, definitely shifts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is an ongoing conversation and definitely is right or wrong answers. I like to stand corrected because I thought I was going to have me some gun toters today, but I didn't. I even tried to jump on Mop Top. Why? Because his name is Mop Top and Trey Hoover as well. So this is something that we have to pay attention to, these words that we're using. I would have took him wrong and maybe not listened to his music that he say he's writing. Right?
Right.
Just because of the name. And that's no offense because you get to know people and you learn more. So, yeah, he has a single he dropped called Dirty Not Clean. 2-part videos on YouTube. That's Trey Hoover, TRE_HOOVER. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Sharing that while we can and while it's, you know, free.
Man.
So I'm just kidding. But serious, you know, we like to, you know, just set up the platform. This is our way of giving back. Somebody ever asked us, have we, did we? We definitely can say, yeah, over here. On this ship.
We follow the hip-hop declaration of peace. And I'm going to turn to number 10. As I've already told you, it's 18 principles. The 10th principle states, hip-hoppers are encouraged to build meaningful and lasting relationships that rest upon love, trust, equality, and respect. Hip-hoppers are encouraged not to cheat, abuse, or deceive their friends. Wow. We've been living off these cultures for a minute, man. Like I say, the first cell phone came to the world in 2008. By 2010, me and Gypsy Rain had already did our first live interview. Phones wasn't even flipped up yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, y'all way before y'all time. Here it is. I guess it's, you know, what they say. If that's AD, this BC. Here, as we continue to do this, these hip-hop declaration of pieces, 18 principles, really played a part. You know what I mean? Because I can't say that we encountered friendship that didn't last.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody we ever came across paths with, we treated them the way we wanted to be treated.
Right.
And that alone builds for meaningful relationships. So if you got somebody that you figure you finna do business with, it ain't even got to be what they want to call that, intimate relationship. It could be a relationship built on what you can do for them and what they can do for you. A barter, if you don't mind. You'd be surprised how you show somebody something and they show you something else. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't believe me, pay attention to one of these Saturdays coming up. I'm trying to tell you, it's going all the way down.
That's right. Follow us at Rain and Remix. That's one word on Instagram. Also at In Your Lap, INYOLAP. And keep up with the Hip Hop Adventures. And it was a great show, celebrating Hip Hop Appreciation Week for the last 10 years. Has
11.
Been awesome.
11 years.
Well, it's been 30 years for me, but
I'm just saying.
Right. So here goes some quotes. Like, here's one. If hip-hop has the ability to corrupt young minds, it also has the ability to uplift them. That's from KRS-One. And hip-hop is supposed to uplift and create, to educate people on a larger level and to make a change. And that's Dougie Fresh.
Wow.
I mean, these are hit makers, right? So it's just not like they some cornballs or they old. They lending you advice that they wrote years ago. Remind me of the Bible. And I only say that. It's old words that last, that are still here. You know what I mean? That are saying the same thing. Just like when we go back, we can see gun violence 5 years, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. So I guess the best thing we can do is change our world. And so that's why we're here. We appreciate you tuning in. Anything you want to say, ReMixx, before we take off?
Shout out to the Princeton block. Grew up on that street. We had all them boys in one place here in Atlanta. It was so peaceful.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Had a great time listening to all the stories.
I'm talking about you wouldn't believe the stories if you wasn't there.
Right. The screenplay's going to be thick with a lot of people getting a chance to tell things they've been through. I really love being part of that camp. You know, it's going to be great. Shouts out to the city of Youngstown in Ohio.
Okay.
Right, because y'all know why. Right?
Shout out to Decatur, too. You know what I'm saying? We done moved here to try to make things a little better for people really affected by me in the communities where I am, and vice versa for Gypsy Rain. We got people coming out at the end of this month. We got fights going on at the beginning of this next month.
Yeah, live sports.
We got
boxing.
Fights going on here in August. So if you're looking to really intertwine yourselves with Rain and ReMixx, I suggest you follow us.
Right. And send any information if you would like to promote on the show or be interviewed. Send your information to inyourlap@gmail.com. That's INYOLAP@gmail.com or rainandremix@gmail.com. Really easy to remember. So we're just going to end this show with American Dream by R&R. We appreciate you tuning in. I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, that was like really what the doctor ordered.
Right. So again, we're addressing this American Dream of Nightmare. We're going to come again. Next episode, we got the Cash App.
The Cash App slap.
Right, the Cash App slap. And we're going to continue the conversation. Is the American Dream a nightmare?
Okay.
A whole nightmare scene. Can we change the narrative? We definitely can. We can give new meaning to the American Dream. All right. Peace.
Start living. wake up from the American dream. American dream is like a nightmare scene. It's time to wake up and start living. Gotta be the change. It's time to redeem. It's time to wake up from the American dream.
They looting and riding with a twisted corona bug. Living that nightmare. Watch out for them petty thugs. Sounds like date rape. Nah, just wake up some. Wipe the cold out your eye and tell me why none of them little niggas did nothing to them pigs, but they lost their lives. Yup, and that's what they did. Now we out screaming, I can't breathe. It's protest season, homie, and we can't leave. We've been marching these years, but what did it all mean? Martin Luther, he had him a dream. Was it like Malcolm X? They killed who's next? They the threat. He had his knee on his neck. Now he's mad as hell, but he couldn't breathe. Society looking at us like, how could this be? Enough is enough. Yeah, let me breathe. Now let's have a moment for George Floyd, please.
American dream is